What's up, y'all? So usually I try to get on here earlier if I'm gonna be in the house because the kids are homeschooling, all kinds of stuff going on, and yeah. But I wanted to come here and talk to y'all today, and I couldn't go to the car because it's cold as heck out there. I'm not going to the gym today. It's cold as heck out there. But last night, y'all, so I was on Clubhouse. I don't know why I was on Clubhouse, right? I don't know why I was on Clubhouse. But I had like 3 invites. So I was like, let me send my homegirls with iPhones these invites to Clubhouse because, maybe we can do some goddess type stuff on here or whatever, right? So while I'm on Clubhouse looking at these invites, something popped up, said Elon Musk pregame. And so then this person had this description like Elon Musk is about to be in this room tonight, blah, 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 this, that, and third. Limited space is available. Be here at 10 Pacific time. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be here at 10 Pacific time. I'm gonna wait up. Y'all, I ain't know the difference, but I had to look at the time because I'm like, I was too early. Okay, so I got on there. I was up 1 o'clock, y'all. Elon Musk come on this call. Now, the room is maximum 5,000. Some kind of way I got in this mug, right? So when I got in this mug, they was trying to bring Buddy from Robinhood on here. And so I'm like, I'm probably the only person that's like nobody on this call, like nobody significant that don't got like all these millions of dollars or whatever, right? So I'm like, oh, I hope they don't kick me out for Buddy from Robinhood to come on this call. So y'all, I literally thought he was about to talk about the stock market, all this other stuff. Let me tell y'all what Elon Musk was talking about. I took some notes too, because I ain't gonna remember all that. Cancerian brother, though, innovator. And so this dude, if y'all don't know who Elon Musk is, okay, Tesla, all right, SpaceX, PayPal, all that other stuff, that's Elon Musk. I ain't gonna get down into the bio. If y'all want to know more about Elon Musk, Google him because he's not hard to find. All right, so Elon Musk was saying that his SpaceX plan is for us to have civilization on Mars within the next 5.5 years, y'all. Civilization. All right, he's in the works of building this rocket. All right, and he talked about he want to build this super rocket, one that could go back and forth from Earth to Mars. He said no one has been able to invent it yet, but he has some combinations, some batteries, and all the kind of other stuff that he's going to be working with to make sure that this happens. All right, and Elon Musk was talking about he's saying that he want a rapidly reusable rocket. And he want to create self-sustaining life on Mars. So then the conversation goes, and then they was asking him, they was like, so self-sustaining life, why you want a self-sustaining life on Mars? And he was like, to sustain consciousness. So, okay, I'm like, okay, Elon woke, right? Y'all, Elon is on a whole nother level, okay? And I'm not saying like he's like, I'm not saying that like he's like, the person to go follow on this conscious tip or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's on a whole nother level, right? Elon Musk is talking about sustaining consciousness, all right? He's saying that the universe has always been the answer. But Elon Musk also believes that he could create another universe. Like, he believes that he could, like, create this thing. And he may... look at all the stuff that he done, came up with. He probably can, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, right? So he's talking about sustaining consciousness, talking about the universe being the key to all things. It's always been the answer. He talked about when he was little and how, he always wondered about all these different things. And that's what really got him into the whole looking into space. And he was always interested in trying to figure things out about space. And so that was always his aim. Like, it was always a part of him. So he was always called to do this. So then they was having this poll, like, is Elon an alien or is he like this? And they was like, oh, he's an alien or he's both, They just had a lot of stuff going on. But so these people, I don't think they was hearing what I was hearing, y'all. And I would have did a live, but my baby is unpredictable. So I just went ahead. Y'all make sure y'all drop me some comments so we could talk about this. Because like stuff like this always have my attention, right? And so he's talked about, he said that he wanted a long-term continued consciousness. He wanted to continue consciousness long term. He was discussing how civilization grows and civilizations collapse. This is what he's saying. He's like, civilization grows and civilization collapses. And he said, with every rise of a kingdom, there's always been a fall. And he said, he told them, he said, he want to have life beyond Earth. And so he's talking about he's talking about actually, they asked him like how he think he was going to achieve that. All right. So they was like, how do you think you're going to achieve that? And this man was talking about, he said, first, we're going to shoot rockets over there. And he was like, we're going to have this super rocket that can go back and forth. But the idea is to, he said the idea, what is this thing that he said he was going to put over there? Because y'all know, like, if y'all, I don't take notes, I don't remember. All right. But he was saying the idea was to build propellant plants. All right. Propellant plants. Okay. So these propellant plants, so that the rocket could propel back to the United States. I mean, back to the Earth. You know what I'm saying? So propel back to the Earth, because ain't nothing over there. That's why when they say you're going over there, you're going to stay over there, because there's nothing right now at this point. There's no fuel on Mars at this point. So there's no way to get the rockets back over to the United States. So that's the first thing he going to build. All right. So that, y'all, Elon Musk was talking about some other stuff. He talked about cryptocurrency stuff. I'm going to get into that at the end, because that wasn't my focus. All right. We already know about this crypto, but we didn't know why he said what he said about Dogecoin, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. So he was talking about he was going to put these propellant plants over there. And he said he wants to sustain life on Mars in case of a calamity on Earth. He said he wants to have life on Mars just in case some stuff pop off on Earth. Just in case Earth is no longer here. So these people not even listening to what Elon Musk is saying at this point. A lot of them aren't paying attention. There are some people on this call that are paying attention, but the people that were doing the interview were not paying attention, right? And so he said that he said after they put the propellants, they're gonna put up solar power so it can work. All right. He said then they're gonna bring in the food. Then they're gonna start doing a lot of digging of buildings and things like that. He said it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, but it's going to get done. This is what Elon Musk is saying now. And then here's the thing. So the dude asked Elon Musk, he was further to talk to Elon Musk about Mars. He really couldn't carry the conversation because he didn't understand it on the conscious level. So Elon Musk was just going with it. But the dude that was asking the questions, he wasn't prepared for those type of responses. He was only prepared for cryptocurrency. This is how I did it. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was prepared for. He wasn't prepared for the other stuff. All right. So then Elon Musk continued to say, what did he put here? Oh, he said, right now, the projections are. Now, this way get real. This means that they already been doing this stuff, y'all. He said, right now, the projections are we can only visit Mars every 2 years. Then he said, travel to Mars takes 6 months. That's what he said. So all this stuff slide through the cracks. To me, I'm like, oh, if he know this, they've already been testing this. Ding, 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 ding. Right? So then he said he trying to get the travel time to Mars down to 1 month. 30 days, y'all. 30 days. So they was like, what's the end game here with this Mars civilization and all of this technology and AI? And Elon Musk said, they want to put a microchip in the brain to make up for any brain injuries. This is what Elon Musk said. Listen, this ain't no conspiracy theory. This man got on his call that he put out on whatever platform he put out for everybody to know about it and said these things. And so he was like, they're going to take a chip and it's going to improve the way the humans think. And he said that, you'll be able to play video games without actually playing video games. So you'll be able to think about playing the video games and then play the video games. He said you'll be able to work your devices with your mind once they put that chip in there. All right. So now. So Buddy's talking about, look, I know it's off topic, but I want to talk to you about, you sleeping inside of your little, whatever this thing called, his warehouse when Tesla was being created. And Elon Musk was like, okay, yeah, I had to stay in there because things was happening and I couldn't respond that fast. And then Elon Musk goes back and he said, we already got monkeys testing this technology. They came to my facility and they was like, I got the best facility keeping the monkeys around. That's what he said, y'all. He said, monkeys are already able to do the things that they want the world to do, but they're going to continue to test because they testing for any other serious injuries that could come about. He said he is a pro-vaxxer. He says 900 billion vaccines that the U.S. has ordered. He said we're going to have more vaccines than we can count. He also said that not only does Moderna and the other one have it, he said Johnson & Johnson just got approved. And he also said CordVac just got approved. For those of you guys that read between the lines of what I'm trying to tell you. Because that's where the money is right now, if that's what y'all trying to do for this conversation. But then he talked about, this is where it got real. Elon Musk said he's trying to get it to where, he was like him and the other powerhouses, they wanted to where everything is digitized medicine. Meaning this chip is going to give you your prescription that you need. It's going to fix all of that. You'll never have to take another prescription again. You won't have to suffer. You won't have to do nothing. This chip is going to do that for you, right? And he said he want to get to the point to where he could transfer consciousness into artificial intelligence. That means that when you die, death is no longer permanent. That your last transmissions transfer into a robot, and this robot access you for the rest of its existence. And then he said, I want death to no longer be permanent, like alter carbon. Now, for those of y'all that don't know what alter carbon is, I advise y'all get y'all butts on Netflix or Hulu and look at that show. Because the motto is, make them think it's fantasy so they don't believe it's real. Okay? This man said he wanted to have an alter carbon type of world, type of reality, type of existence. Y'all, this thing going deep, man. This man told them, he commenced to tell them, he said, cells are biological computers. He said the body is like a computer and the cells of the little punch cards that run the computer. And then he said he wants to have it to where the punch cards could do anything that we want the punch cards to do. So if something's off in the mind, there's a dysfunction, autism, that chip will repair that function. That part of the brain's inability to do whatever it is that it's supposed to do. If you got cerebral palsy, the part of the brain that controls that part of the nervous system, that chip send something to that little punch card or whatever, however he was trying to explain it, and it'll fix that. So it won't be that no illnesses. There won't even be real needs for hospitals. He was talking about artificial intelligence cars, which they already have on the road, the trucks that could drive by themselves. So then there will be no need for several of the transportation industry, because he himself has created a supercar that can drive on its own, transport all the goods, and all you need to do is own a supercar. You know what I'm saying? Own a super truck or whatever it's called, super cargo. So this man got it all, got all of these thoughts together, he got them all together. Okay. And so I'm smiling because it's crazy to me, because I was talking to one of my homegirls, and we come to the conclusion that we're 200 years behind the powers that be. They already got it all together. Matter of fact, they already been doing all of this. They're talking about Tesla itself, the car company, is actually taking on RNA, DNA multipliers. All right. Do you hear what I'm saying? RNA, DNA multipliers. All right. So he got these RNA vax. And he said he just kept them because this company approached him with the idea. He was like, yeah, that's a good idea, because he's all into that, and all into that in that world. And he wants to have digitized medicine. Like, that's how he want the world to operate. You know what I'm saying? All digitized medicine. He just want a digital world. You know what I'm saying? He want a digital world. Now, when I was a kid, I always knew that, like, the Jetsons was on point. Like, the Jetsons, then there was another little show too that I used to really be into. It was all about, like, astro this, and they was flying through the skies, and the Jetsons had a coffee machine that if you pressed the button or you told the coffee machine what to do, it turned on, and it had like a thing in the house that it talked to, and then the robot did everything. And that's Alexa for us today. And then we got these Keurigs and all these things, and Alexa could run everything in your house. Like, this is like, wow. And so this is like Jeff Bezos too. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys have really, like, mastered whatever it is that they trying to do. So then now we're going to talking to the Bitcoin. So the reason why Elon Musk said that he mentioned whatever he mentioned about Dogecoin was because Bitcoin he made a joke that Bitcoin didn't agree with, and Bitcoin kind of locked him out of his accounts. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when he made the joke. Like, he was like, oh, Dogecoin is going to be blah, 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 blah. And he said the irony of that was it was only meant for a joke. But he also said that Dogecoin started as a joke, but could very well become the currency of the earth in the future. All right. So this is how serious this thing is. And I know how serious it is because when I was in the military, right before I retired, right, they created this thing called Space Force. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a gamble. I thought it was a joke. I was like, this is not real. What are they doing? Like, come on now, you know. But no, this is actually real. Like, they done got... It's like different. It's like just like Air Force, the Army, the Marines. This is its own thing. It's a Space Force, right? And so these people, I guess, they're projected to, when this whole thing develops, they gonna be the ones that go on over there, and they ain't never coming back. You know what I'm saying? Them and their families going over there, and they ain't never coming back until they create a way to come back. You know, but he did mention that he believed that it's going to be, you know, difficult to do. But this man is talking about literally in the next 5 years having all this stuff ready for the rest of the world. Ready for the rest of the world, you guys. So, like, I don't got no fix for it. I just wanted to tell y'all the tea. Like, I wanted to tell y'all what Elon Musk was talking about. And listen, this is not no fear-based conspiracy theory. This man said these facts, and these facts are researchable. Like, they already got people walking around with the little chips in their head. They think it's a great idea. You know? They think it's a great idea. But tell me what y'all think. What are your thoughts? Do y'all think it's a great idea? Are y'all into the digitized medicine? Are you guys, you know, rocking with the Elon? Listen, Elon Musk, him and I have the same birthday. So, I don't really have a problem with the way he thinks and his expanded way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? All right. I can't get down with no chip going in my head. I just can't get down with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't get down with digitized medicine. I just can't get down with it. I love my herbs. You know, so what's the replacement for the herbs then? Like, what you gonna do for the herbs? Like, you know, so, but that's pretty much it, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know what went down on at call last night. You know, this man was talking about consciousness, but he was talking about consciousness on an expanded level. So this is something for you all to think about. If the industry cares so much about consciousness, all right, it should put it into perspective. Like, okay, this is something that I really need to be focusing on for myself. Because when the world starts changing around us, man, you better hope that your consciousness, that your higher self or whoever you are could handle it, you know, so that you don't go crazy and all these things, because the world is going to change, you know, whether we want it to or not. But it reminds me of, like, this conversation I could go on and on about, because it reminds me of the time, like, where they was talking about, you know, back in the day when they was trying to build up to get to space. Like, it was a story in the Bible. There was other stories, other mythologies that talked about them trying to build the technology, build up to get to space, or to heaven, the heavens, or whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And so when this happened, everything just went, that crazy. It didn't work. It fell through. It just fell apart. And then they weren't able to communicate any longer about it, right? I think that was the land of Babel or something. That's when Babel came, like they did different languages or something like that. Something like that. Listen, I'm not no Bible scholar. I just read the thing just to get an understanding of it. But hey, so I think about that in the same pretense. I feel like that all of this stuff could be done. Can it be sustained though? That's the question. I don't really think that. I feel like that they're gonna do all this shit. Excuse me, they're gonna do all this shit, and then once they do all of it, it's gonna fall apart, and it's gonna all be for nothing. Just like those kids back in the day when they did all that stuff, and then wasted all that time learning their different technology, because that was actually technology that they used back then, their form of technology, what they consider technology. And then after they did that, then boom, they couldn't even build nothing else. They couldn't even communicate no more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna be something like that. That's the calamity probably that he's talking about right there. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll holler at you.